The brain is an incredibly complex organ in the human body. It contains around 100 billion nerve cells, with each one making contact with other nerve cells. The 4 millions have new connections every second. Now, even though every brain is slightly different, they are things they all have in common the fact. They are on a rainy unsolved mysteries surrounding them. So here we have $5 short to get you thinking are bored with missing limbs amputated. That's not bad enough. There's a strange experience. Almost 90% at house is called phantom limbs. It's basically the sensational in vein. The wind is being confused. Experts for years and even though we found out new ways put out with the problem and someone understanding why happens, there's no definitive reason behind why the person's brain thinks there is a line. Then when isn't the condition can vary from enduring tetanus and nagging feeling and even painful shocks. To the not exist line, unfortunately, many who have phantom line will suffer with it for the rest of their life, and no painkiller or drug will touch it because there's nothing. Treat it was first thought I was caused by some sort of response with a brain is in denial about the fact is not limit shield trying to hit the simulation. That is after tensions, and when psychotherapy it was later suggested that this was not the case. I will Doctor versus Ramachandran is a neurologist and out to doing some tests. He believed to pop his brain that receives and interprets sensory signals from different parts of the body is responsible for the spinning.
Brain's ability to remember and store memories, the facts our brains that record install memories is not only incredibly complex, also one of his biggest mysteries even now. We have no idea how it brains do this, nor do we know how this information gets stored in the brains ready to just begin of any given time. What we know though is that there is more that kind of memory decorative. Memories this is responsible for remembering this such as name, non-decorative, known as muscle memory short-term and long-term memory plus there are lost of other parts are responsible for performing different memory tasks. Put it simple, it's very complex. See you can see we haven't figured out net neuroscience did. They believe though that brain storage the relationship between two or more things. If you are driving a car, how the steer come from on the brain. Cells and how to identify broad signals come from another memories is really made up of the group system. They each play different roles, including storing and reeling your memories that tell a work together to fit closed form met we. Do you know that the electrical frame early pulse across the gap triggers the release of chemical messenger called neurotransmitters? Their neurons are primed to fit together in some partner that created the original experience, and the more signal sent between them the storing and the connection grows with each new experience you brains likely realize its physical structure, getting more intelligent, unable to remember more thoroughly and quickly vast sight scientists style aren't sure how memories from we certain. Memory to grid and fired while we develop false memories and while we sometimes can access information at all when we wanted to even thought research continue to do is increasing insight into what memory is. Much of it will remains a mystery in dreams. Dreaming is incredible is basically stories and images don't mind create will we sleep now around 95% of the dreams you remember when working up in forgotten by the time we get out of bed is crazy because we all just get out with that. I never think about how incredible dreaming reading. Dreaming at all is thought that everyone dreams between 3 to 6 times per night. What fascinating is how realistic dreams feel like set in the movie Inception. It's only after we are waking up we realize something with actually stretch and it true if we are forever to dream really weren't no any different unless if course you are lucid dreaming but that topic for a while another video. So why do we dream and how do we dream? Well, there are a few theories. Probably the most believed today is psychology analyst Sigmund Freud's theory that dreams are a representation unconscious desired thoughts and motivations he put for what that we humans are driven by sexual and aggressive instincts not represent from conscious awareness, so they find their way into awareness to dreams. He believe our dreams are made up of two components, one made from actual images thought and connect and the other contain hidden psychological meaning have the dreams. This theory is supported by popular books that with all no linked dream to meaning. Another theory is that sleeps allow and to process all of the information.
Antimicide trip means a very interesting compound now, although most if you may not heard it before. Reset suggests or nervous and most likely feel its find is believed to be found in the human's body and also in a less 16 species of plants. In a 2011 interview, medical doctor Rich Strassman said DNT seems to be a necessary component not normal brain function one. Theories on why DMT may be present in humans is a though 9 times extreme stress, so as a near-death experience to body will release at this the truth is believed to be the humans why me he is feel comfort any very bad situation. DNT is also thought to have some involvement in a all rapid heavy movement al right sleep process and some research say a could we be responsible for all. Dream is thought during sleep brains reset more map. The DNT causing us have visual and audible hallucinations that we can dream of. Of course, this is only the theory and has not been moved due to the lack of research and complexity of choose experiment. What makes this drawing different now is not only the fact is believed to be produced by humans and some animals, but the incredible similarities people have what so medicating themselves with it Rick streaming conduct clinical studies and DMT inside the human body during the 1990s and hypothesized original inside the brain coming from the smile gland about the size of the grain rice called the peanut of Callan, also called the deer's advice. So now, although we know this gland, we do not fully understand Terence MC Kenna, who was, among other things, is a philosopher, lecturer and author. Smoked DMT from 1967 to 1994 and compiled probably the best documentation of its effects decide after a few minutes of taking it. You either what is called the dummy is feeling why strange machines and is storing why energy what is extreme is that here he was spend time did and everything were collapse on itself and he the veins were be pulled apart. The world waved goodbye and one time the report the mal looking and saying deja vu MC Kenna say unlike orders dreams. The DMT trip to Tulsi real there was really dealt with those being but he was there doing what they were saying they maybe to wear. NTA any parallel continue. We had taken it during the day ordered by dreaming we are creating uncutter from the meat in freshing into the day. Another interesting theory is that dreaming is a way of making connection between different thoughts, emotions and action in a safe environment, so that some theories on why we wait dream that doesn't explain who we doing we know the things we see from day to day to influence how dreams because people who are born blind do not dream with visual images about hearing, net, smell, taste, hearing, and feeling in their dreams, but despite this why or how we dream is still a mystery, but maybe this next on cold hold the answer DMT and its effects on the brain DMT or an
You or someone else is aware is the existence no perception no exists. It sounds crazy being no matter what that you say didn't doesn't seem to be any way to prove it whatever is right or wrong or another popular theory solid the steam which the assistant and nothing exceeds but the inclusive consequence. Everything around you is nothing but and incredible into the culturing people who that believe in the soul fields, why how we can distinguish the difference of between the dreams and what we call life, so that what it is that really or maybe really is whatever we want to be in science and though the intelligence is limited to brain capability to think some say will never to able to get and are really because it really is for too complex to for us and to understand, I guess. All we can do is wonder or enjoy la life self these five mysteries in the brain. With DNT send you over their dimension over history, particularly a few friends, and all try to DMT together. When they come down from their experience, they all report that they were set on a parenting. They with alien became looking over them and organized or alien became that they too thought was. Later looking up them from the corridor or rooms, what's crazy is that all described has begin exactly the same. It seems everyone who's taking DNT is confident they are transported into the alien like a war in day. Seeing so much mystery surrounding it and its effect on the brain is believed to be produced in the brain down time and an hour to comprehend it. So whether it's a way to take in and out and another works to one can be sure again to AM in a way condoming the use if DNT is after or what are the most illegal substance to know to men and should not be experienced with any weight. I'm only including because I the mystery. Running it a very interesting in a fit well with the mysteries of the brain and the remind reality prepared to get your mind blown because really is hard to confidence in a words from the scientific physical. Everyone has asked the question what is the really and the more you think about the any south answer on harder it becomes to comprehend when trying to find out what really is the scientific had been looking out the relationship between the conscience and so consider really why we do to break and blend subconscious. Yeah, another thing we had to do. Recently, and some studies had shown that maybe we don't to ever need any about on the decision that everything is the mapped time for the use on study found that using brain and scarring research could predict how a person was going to act 7 seconds before the person knew and that decision on a have been made suggestion that maybe consequence in illusion there at Octo have everyone why up to electronics and stimulate pop to brain to think and impulse everyday life they would to see what that was going on with that technology and be real to the brain world would and not any different and it would seem like it was happening even if it was not with that are a few theories on what really unconscionant is treats preparing is which is based on the subject experience meaning that whatever you observe it is really to you when you thought is a thing we cannot see simply a vanish phenomenon is believed to the things only exists on the percent of the perceived to the device you watching this soon or whatever you see that the only exists as long as